Right, hello, welcome from a rather wet and drizzly Basingstoke here for what is going to be the third level of this crazy little quest journey thing that I am on. It's quite windy and it's quite rainy today, so you'll have to excuse any audio quality or any little spots of rain that may happen to come. I've actually got my coat on today. But yes, today we are going from Basingstoke to Chineham, which is a 2-hour or so walk from here. And yes, should be quite the journey. So yeah, come join me, level 3.
Our journey today takes us to Chineham. We'll start by walking the exact same route that we did before for Festival Place, before things deviate and we now go down the Hounds Mills Industrial Park. We'll be passing underneath lots of underpasses and tunnels, going by a lot of different houses and many fields for that matter. We'll cross an overpass before we'll pass benches, playgrounds and even a splash pad. We'll go by some pretty busy main roads before we reach our end goal of Chineham. This journey is meant to take us about 2 hours or so, but if only I had known the horrors I would encounter later down the line in this journey. Oh God.
I've seen this one. This is a classic.
What do you mean you've seen this? It's brand new.
So yes, chances are if you're thinking to yourself, this route is the exact same as the first level of Festival Place, then yes, you would be correct. So far it is literally the exact same, which is why I haven't gotten much footage from it yet. But it's still early days yet, and yeah, so I'll most likely get more footage for you once we reach a point where there is actually new things to capture. So yes, please stay tuned and follow along, as it were. Yeah. Tunnel update, part like 6 or 7 or something, I can't quite remember. It's still a tunnel. What? Tom, why are you doing this, you may ask yourself. Why are you doing this when it's so rainy and windy and all this stuff? And I was the simple answer to that, because I'm deranged, okay? Takes it out of you, this hill. Well, I'm kind of thirsty, so you all know what that means, don't you? And yes, Stool is also still with me too. Puts it back in you, this hill. Resisting the urge so hard right now to chuck this phone over this. Like, I'm resisting the urge so hard, you have no idea, so hard. Now, if you haven't seen it already and do want a little bit more detailed look at the route that I've just taken, then do be sure to go and check out episode 1 of this series, where I went from here to well, not from here specifically, but from Kempshott to Festival Place, which was about an hour or so walk, and it's a walk that I'd done many times prior to that. But yes, we are just about to get to the part where the route's actually going to divert a bit. So yes, should be fun. Sorry, tunnel, I'm breaking up with you. I'm going the other way. Wow, it's at this point we are in a bit of an industrial bit of Basingstoke, as you can hopefully see from sort of around me. And over here we've got a big sort of Sainsbury's distribution centre place. Now, from what I understand, this is where a lot of the food that's getting delivered from like online shops and stuff comes from, you know, Basingstoke and sort of surrounding area and stuff. I believe so anyway. I'm not a Sainsbury's expert, so I couldn't tell you that. Yes, big distribution centre. And yes, it is very windy, so you will have to apologise for the audio. If I remember correctly, there used to be a VR place just around here called Glitch VR, and it used to be really good actually. You know, it's sort of pay for like an hour, 2 hour session, you know, on the VR stuff that they had there, and it was a lot of fun. Honestly, it was a lot of fun. It was really cool. But they sort of ended up getting, because I remember we were going there for my birthday once, and they basically been like robbed like a day or like a couple of days before, so they had like all of their equipment and stuff stolen, and so we ended up having to find somewhere else. And yeah, they've sort of long since closed since then, but I think they're still operating on a YouTube channel. But yeah, it's a lot of what we in the industry like to call slop. So it's like, I don't know, like 1,000 Pomnies versus 10,000 skibbity toilets, or like something like that, which is just, yeah. So yeah, I don't know, it's sad. It is sad what happened with Glitch VR, but there you go, I suppose. Got a big sort of headquarters or something just over, like, where it is, over there, that sort of way, for game, and it sort of makes you wonder, you know, how much longer has game got left, you know, with, you know, the decline of, like, you know, physical games and stuff, and, you know, it sort of seems to be a lot more like merchandise and, you know, sweets and stuff like that in there, as opposed to, you know, actual physical games. So yeah, it sort of makes you wonder how much longer has that company got left. Whoa, cars! Boy, oh boy, I sure am glad I'm out of the way of those pesky tons. What? Good grief, this is nasty today. Just like constant rain and like drizzle and just, yeah, not fun. But I'm doing this because I want to prove that I'm dedicated to my end goal here. I want to prove that I can actually make it to my end goal, and that I am, I'm sticking with this for the long haul, basically. Whether it's, the thing is, I really do want to stick with this. Whether it's rain, shine, windy, whatever it is, I really, really do want to stick with this, because I want to show just how far I would go for my end destination sports. Because I do genuinely love them so much. I've got so much love and so much passion and so much time for that place. So yes, I hope by walking here in the nasty rain with my raincoat on, I hope that I'm showing that. Drink. Whoa, man. Benches. Got a little splash pad sort of area over here.
Now, bit of a problem after this last clip was filmed. My phone was running out of storage. You see, I hadn't deleted the clips from Crabtree just yet. And so my phone was running out of storage. So I have to stand out there in the rain, deleting things on my phone and uploading the previous episode to Google Drive. But of course, this ends up making the footage go slower and more stuttery. And so, yeah, what you're about to see is the start of the problems that I encountered for this episode, which will only get worse from here.
Right, so just under 15 minutes left now. Oh yes, we should be there soon. Well, I have got a sneaking suspicion that this might not be the Chineham that I'm fully aware of.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
A different sort of bit of it than I'm usually, because I usually go to the retail park with McDonald's and Subway and my house and all that sort of stuff. So yes, might be a bit of an adventure.
And right after I'd finished filming that clip, my phone dies.
Now, let's just quickly review things here, shall we? I am in Chineham, a place I don't know very well. My phone is dead, so I cannot ask for anybody to pick me up or phone a taxi or use any of my Google Mapsy sort of stuff.
there are very few people about, and it is raining. Ah, my phone is also out of charge, but I do have enough charge in there to look at the maps. So I have a brief look on my Google Maps, and quite luckily, it's a fairly straightforward direction. It's basically just straight ahead and then a right turn, I think it is. But unluckily, I don't know where I'm ending up here. I haven't looked at the map for Chineham before starting on this journey. So I don't know where exactly Google was taking me. Oh, sure, I knew it was Chineham. But which part of Chineham? I don't know. But anyway, I keep walking for a bit, and eventually I decide, you know what, stuff this, I'm just going to this retail park that I mentioned in the last clip with McDonald's and Subway and all this stuff, because I hadn't really had too much to eat that day, and I really wanted a McDonald's. So I decide, yes, this is a good idea. Okay, where's the retail park then? And as I've mentioned earlier, there aren't that many people about to ask about this. But I do luckily find a lady, and I'm like, hey, so I'm kind of doing this whole thing, and my phone's died, and I want to get to the retail park. Do you know where I can go to find it? And then she's like, oh yeah, there's this path like just to the right over here. And I'm like, okay, thank you. And I sort of walked down the path for a bit. And I'm a little bit scared because I don't know, I have no idea about this area. I have never properly been into Chineham before. My experience of being in Chineham is in the retail park. That's it. That is literally it. So I'm now walking down this path, which has actually got some really nice wooden sculptures and butterflies on it that, I would have captured if my phone had actually had chat in it. But alas, I could not. And I'm a little bit worried. I don't know, is this actually the right path? Do I take the right? Am I following the right path? But luckily, it is. Oh my goodness. I've made it. I'm here. And I have never been so happy to see that sign. My phone might be out of charge, but it still has a little bit of charge in it at least. And so I end up using that, and I get my picture for the thumbnail and such. And also worth mentioning, when I got to the Chineham Retail Park, I was literally just like, oh my god, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. This is what I imagine Odysseus felt like after coming home to Penelope after all of these years, after seeing Ithaca on the horizon and just being like, oh my god, I can't believe it, my home. It's literally right there. That's positive at least. McDonald's. Holy fuck. I need McDonald's right now. I have had this entire adventure. I have been trying to navigate an area I've got no idea about. So anyway, I get into Macca's and I'm so excited. I'm so excited, man. I'm so happy to see McDonald's. I have never been more happy to see McDonald's in my life. And so I get in there and I get my usual order, which is a triple cheeseburger, a large Sprite, except I had a large milkshake this time because I felt like having a large milkshake, small fries, and a McFlurry. And I also decided I wanted to get some chicken nuggets as well because of the hell that I had been through. And so I decide on that. I try and order it. The card didn't work. What? So yeah, my cards just bounced, and I've got no idea why. I'm assuming it's because I've not got enough money in my account, which if so, that means I've got less than 15, 20 quid-ish or so. Oh. And I try again a few more times. I try again, all to the same avail. And I just kind of sit down on the seat next to me. And I just kind of have this moment of just staring into space, like I am just such a broken man by this point. I have got nothing left by this point. I have got nothing left. I am running on empty. I came here hoping for McDonald's and my card has bounced and Hot to Go by Chapel Roan is playing and I don't know what to do. I am somewhere I don't know. I want to get food but I can't because my card has bounced for what I assumed was there not being enough money, but in actuality it turned out it was just the contactless limit being reached or whatever. And I just kind of sit there like, I've got nothing. I've just got nothing. And so I eventually managed to get my phone powered up enough to send this message to my mum. Pick up McDonald's Chineham, please, before my phone dies again. I've not got no battery pack on me. I've got no phone charger on me. I have literally got like basically nothing. Like all I've got is my little Coldplay bag with my portable stool and my water bottle in it. And nothing else. So I just end up assuming that, you know, my mum or my dad is coming to pick me up because, you know, usually they're able to and it's an emergency, you know, hopefully they should be able to. And I decide, you know what, even just a McFlurry would make me feel better right now. So I end up literally just getting like a Biscoff McFlurry and yeah, I'm just sitting here just eating it and I'm just like, right, okay, mum and dad will be here soon. They'll be here to pick me up soon. They'll be here to pick me up. And so like I end up finishing this and then I exit the McDonald's and then I sort of sit by the McDonald's and I get my portable stool out and I wait. And I wait. And I wait. And it is still drizzling with rain, and I am waiting in the car park of Chineham Retail Park. And I'm still waiting. And so eventually, I end up being like, okay, I need to check what's going on. Are mum and dad coming? What's happening? So I end up like being like, right, okay, I'm gonna need to borrow somebody else's phone. So I start asking random strangers that are passing me by, like, hey, you know, would I be able to use your phone or whatever? And I ask like 3 people before one of them says yes. So the first person I end up asking is this like dude, and I'm like, yeah, can I use your phone? And he's like, no, like literally just like that, and it just walks away. And then like the second one I ask is like this lady, and then like I ask her, and then she's like, sorry, I can't help you or whatever. And then the third one is like this Chinese granddad kind of guy, and like I don't know like how much English like he even understood, but like dude like gave me his phone and like I call up my home number and I'm like, yes, right, okay, finally an answer. But it wasn't exactly the answer I was hoping for. So my mum's going to get an operation on her leg done today. She's going to get an injection in her leg. And my dad is working today. So neither of these people can come and pick me up. And I assumed like, yeah, it'd probably be a bit cheeky to also call Alpha Cars up on this guy's phone. So I'm just like, right, okay. Shit. I am in Chineham, somewhere I don't know. My phone is dead. It is drizzling with rain. I have barely anything on me. I have no idea of a backup plan. And so my plan is literally just, you know what? Let's just walk it. Let's just walk this thing. That'll be fine. So I end up literally like walking in the rough direction I think the festival place is, because I have only walked from Festival Place to Chineham, like from this specific part of Chineham, like once before, like one time before. So I'm like, well, Festival Place is over in that direction somewhere, so let's go over there. So I end up going over there and I end up finding a bus stop. And I like check the times on it. I managed to get my phone powered up just a little bit once again before it lets out a dying and keels over. And I get my stool out again because the bus is coming at 17:22 and it's like 17:15 at the moment. And so I'm like, okay, Okay, we might actually have a chance here. We might actually have a chance of getting back home after this entire experience. I've been walking for like over 2 hours at this point, remember as well. I've been walking for over 2 hours, and like the only thing I have had to eat in my stomach for this entire 2 hours is literally a McFlurry. That's it. And so I wait at the bus stop for a bit, and the bus shows up, luckily, and there's this other dude next to me who's just... I'm just on my portable stool. This dude is probably thinking, what on earth is going on with this dude with his Coldplay bag, with this weird portable stool that he's got? What is he doing? So the bus comes, and I get the bus, and it's like, thank God. And I'm like, oh, I don't know whether I'm going to have time to get the bus that I usually get back home. But then, like, I look at the time, because there's the bus station has like times on the screens and stuff. And it's like, it's 53, and my bus goes at 55. And so I'm like, oh my goodness, I might still have a chance. So I literally like sprint from like where this other bus is parked to where my bus usually is. And I have never been more thankful to see that bus in my life. I was so thankful to actually see that thing and to actually be like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And so I get on my bus back home, and the bus is going home, and it's like, oh my goodness. And I get off at my stop, and there's a sort of hill to get up to my house, and I'm walking up this hill, and I'm just there's just nothing left. There is nothing left in there at all. And I'm just walking, and eventually I get into my house, and I stumble in. And my mum's talking on the phone with my nan, so, you know, she can't talk to me about this entire saga at the moment. And she's like, oh yeah, just go and get a shower upstairs or whatever. So I get upstairs, and I go to turn the shower on, and there's no hot water. What?
So, children, what did we learn from this experience here? Well, I'll tell you. I learnt 4 different key lessons from this whole adventure, and you should definitely keep these 4 in mind should you wish to take on something as crazy as this yourself. Number 1, make sure you've got a battery pack or a phone charger or both with you, and make sure your phone is fully charged before you leave. You never know when it might run out of charge, especially if you're recording things like I've been, and especially if you're uploading things to Google Drive or whatever other cloud storage that there is out there, like I was. Number 2, make sure you know your specific end destination you actually want to end up at. If it's just a vague area like Chineham or Kingsclear or Hook, make sure you actually know where your map routes are taking you, and make sure you have a way to get back from there, which leads me neatly on to number 3. Make sure you actually know how you are getting back from your destination once you get there, because the last thing you want is having to search up taxis or call for lifts when you've been walking and you don't want to have to wait for ages and ages. So make sure you know that, and have a backup. I cannot stress this enough. Have a backup. Do not just assume. Make sure you have a backup in whatever situation about where you want to get back. And finally, number 4, if you are recording things like I have been, then make sure you delete all of your previous footage from your video, because otherwise your phone is going to run out of storage whilst you are recording clips for this video. And if you aren't careful with this, then you could end up in a situation like me, where you're in the rain and you're having to delete things and upload things to Google Drive, and it's just not fun at all. So don't do it. Delete things before you actually head out on your route. So there you go. These are the 4 rules that I have just learned as of this walk, and I've had to learn them the hard way, but I am telling you now so you don't have to learn them the hard way like I did. Remember them and actually take them with you next time you choose to go on a long walk or do something like I did.
So, yes, that was quite the journey, but I made it. Basingstoke to Chineham, and level 3 was complete. Thank God.
Alrighty then.